Hello everyone, just give me a second, wait, I can do this, and here we are. Wednesday in Holy Week. Just want to spend a few moments talking about the power of divine gravity and grace and the Passover moon. But first of all, have you seen it? On one of your permitted walks, the Passover moon. I love seeing the Holy Week Passover moon. If you haven't seen it yet, look at it now. Keep looking up. It's the same moon that looked down upon the Israelite slaves in Egypt being led by Moses from slavery to freedom. It's the same moon that looked down upon the disciples as they met with Jesus walking through Holy Week. I love the power and the glory of the Passover moon. Do we deserve it? No. Does it shine upon us anyway? Yes. The moon is amazing. It doesn't just control the tides and oceans, it anchors the celebration of Easter, our great Passover. I love that we don't get to choose the date of Easter. The moon does. We celebrate Easter on the first Sunday after the first full moon after the spring equinox. The moon chooses the date for us, pulling us towards Easter, drawing us towards freedom, and it is glorious. Glory, now there's a Holy Week word. As his passion approaches, Jesus speaks of himself being glorified. In our Gospel for today from St. Matthew, Judas is all of us by the way, agrees his pathetic 30 pieces of silver reward for selling out the Son of God. And in John's Gospel, when this happens, when Judas goes out to betray Jesus, Jesus says, now has the Son of Man been glorified. Wait, what? How in betrayal can Jesus say his glory is revealed? How in his passion and death can he speak of himself being glorified? For Caesars, kings, queens, emperors, rulers, glory is all about pomp and wealth and power. Doesn't do anything for me either. For God, glory is all about saving love, overcoming our rejection and betrayal and capacity to endlessly make the same insane choices. And I, says Jesus, when I am lifted up, I will draw all people, not most people, not nice people, not people who get down on their knees and say, I promise not to do it again, I will try harder. No, when I am lifted up, I will draw all people to myself. That is divine glory. God in Jesus being lifted up, exalted to the place of betrayal and shame, to be crucified like some unwanted piece of rubbish, and God using that bloody mess to save us anyway. It's like our worst act of betrayal becomes the very thing that saves us all. That is divine glory, the gravitational power of crucified love to overcome and reconcile and frankly drag a broken world back to itself. And do you know what I find so glorious about all of this? We didn't get to choose any of it. Like the moon pulling the ocean tides by its force of attraction, like the Passover moon pulling us towards Easter. The Pasch, the salvation event, the death and resurrection of Jesus pulls you, draws you, and frankly drags you to a new future. I hope you're okay with that new future because it's happening anyway. You're not free until you freely embrace God's love and compassion for you. And so God is going to make you free. Humans like to think that our consumer choices determine everything. No, they don't. The big choices are made for us. Birth and death do not ask our permission, and neither does salvation. When we were dead, Christ died for us. Romans chapter 5. By gravity, God's grace, you have been saved. Ephesians 2. The divine Son does not ask our permission to draw us all, despite ourselves, to himself in saving love. So you might as well just give into it now. I love that ultimately there's nothing we can do about it. There's no place for our ego in God's saving glory. Our betrayal, our failure and unbelief will not turn it away. Our 30 pieces of silver nonsense cannot stop it, because it has chosen us. It disarms us. It sets us free. Like the Passover moon, it draws us all, carries us all, pulls us all to Easter. Peace be with you.